In this video, I'm gonna show you the first things to do after unboxing your REALME 14T. This video is gonna include not only the setup process, but also what to do after setup to make your experience better and to have your phone all set up from the very beginning, so you don't have to do anything later. And at first, let's just select the language, of course. If your phone isn't yet turned on, then you just need to press and hold on this power button right here, and it'll turn itself on, and it'll ask you for the language. So I'm gonna leave it on English and click on next. Now also select the region. Now click on next, and you'll see some legal information. You can view the details, of course, and click on next. Then it asks you if you want to set up using another device, and if you do, it's best to do it now because later that option may become unavailable. So if you want to do it with Android device, click on Android device. If you want to do it with an iPad, click on iPad, of course, or iPhone. And there's a chance at first it'll ask you to connect with a cable. So if you don't have a cable that will connect both of these devices, there will be a button, a small text that'll say do it wirelessly. Just follow the instructions on screen. They are gonna be pretty simple and intuitive, step by step. So just do everything. I'm gonna skip it, but it's great to do it at the beginning. So it'll copy settings, accounts, and like Wi-Fi, everything that is on that other device. And then you can connect to Wi-Fi. If you haven't set it up through like the other device. If you have set it up through the other device, then some of the steps that I'll show you right now will have already been done. So I'm just gonna select that Wi-Fi network I want to connect to. You can skip it, but it's best to do it because you will still need to sign into Google account. I mean, it's skippable, but it's best to have the Google account for many various reasons, including using your Play Store, or also having the option to erase your phone or view its location if it got lost or stolen. So let's click on next now. And now it's getting the phone ready. Now it's about copying apps and data, so it's basically the same thing as I've been asked before to set up with another device. And just really, if you want to copy, then it's best to do it now, because if that option becomes unavailable, you can still do it with third-party apps, but it's best to do it with the native method. And what I mean by that option becoming unavailable is that it just isn't available anywhere in the settings on the phone. It is only asked during the setup or post setup. There will be a notification on your phone that we're gonna click on later. But with that notification, like this is gonna be the last time to use the native method. After that, there will be like no option to use that method unless you restore your phone to factory settings, or you use any third-party app that may not copy everything fully. Here is the Google sign-in, and you can skip it, but as I've mentioned before, it's best to have it signed in. If you don't have an account, you can click on create account. I already have it, so I'm just gonna log in. And now enter your password, so I'm just gonna enter it. If you've forgotten your password, there is the forgot password button, so you can restore it with your email or phone number. Then select who will be using this device, and if you select that your child will be using this device, then probably the further steps will vary a bit. but it's the most probable that you're setting it up for yourself, so I'm gonna click that. Then you can read the Google Terms of Service, Google Play Terms of Service, as well as the privacy policy, and you need to agree to them in order to add the Google account. Now it's the unlock method, and it can be skipped, but I wouldn't recommend so, since having your phone locked makes it unavailable for anyone besides you, unless they know the password. So that's great. You can set either a password and fingerprint, or a password and face unlock. If you want to set it up with fingerprint and face unlocked and the password, like 3 of them, then you can do it later in settings. I'm gonna show you how, but I don't recommend the face unlock because it is not secure. And what I mean by that is it only bases on the camera that you have on your phone. There are phones on the market that use IR sensors, but this one only bases on the camera, which means that face unlock can be unlocked with a photo of you or by someone who looks similar to you. So I will set it up as fingerprint. So first it'll ask me to set the password, then the fingerprint, and I think it's the most secure and also convenient way, because fingerprint is quite convenient and also pretty secure. So let's click that, then next, and we need to set the password first. So either numeric password, a pattern, or a alphanumeric password. I'm gonna set a pattern where I need to just connect 9 dots. I mean at least 4, but there will be 9 dots that I can connect in my own pattern. And before we continue, also it can be retrieved if you forget your password, so really make sure that it's something that you can remember. If you really want, you can write it down, but make sure to store it in a secure place. And if you forget it, then the only way to restore your phone is to actually erase everything that's on it. That's why I wouldn't recommend forgetting your password. Make sure that you will remember it. And let's click on continue. The pattern that I'm selecting is this one. Of course, you can set it to something more complex, but something that you'll remember. Then click on add now if you are adding the fingerprint, as well as the same as me, and just place your finger, the selected one, probably your thumb, either the right or left one, on the fingerprint sensor, which is hidden under the screen. Tap on it and release several times until you get to the end. Make sure to move your finger between its scans so it scans the whole area of your fingerprint. And now my fingerprint is added, so let's click on next. Then there are some Google services which I highly recommend to review yourself and decide on your own whether you want to allow or disallow some things. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Then the backup, if you don't want to lose your phone's data, then turn on the backup. If you don't care, then don't back it up, but I think it's best to turn on the backup. It's fully free. Now it's the browser, so I'm just gonna click on next and select my default browser. I think that question is only asked in the European Union, and with the ones that I recommend is the Opera, Google Chrome, Firefox and Brave, but feel free to choose anyone that you like. Then if you want to continue the setup, you can continue now or leave and get a reminder. I'm gonna continue it. And now it says about Gemini, which is the AI assistant that replaces the Google Assistant that was on Android phones earlier. and it just has more capabilities. You can just click on continue. Then it asks you if you want to use Gemini hands-free by saying hey Google out loud. So if you do, click on turn on. And there is a chance that if you're turning it on for the first time on this Google account that you have logged in, it may ask you to say 4 phrases out loud to set up voice match. But I already have it set up on another device with the same Google account, so I don't have to do it. And now it also asks you if you want to set up Google Pay. And if you don't, then just skip it, but I think it's pretty convenient. You can click on add card, then either scan it with your camera, like your payment card, your physical one, or enter its details manually, then confirm with your bank via SMS, phone call, or like the bank app, and you will be able to pay with your phone in stores by tap to pay without reaching out to your wallet. You don't even have to bring your wallet with you if you're using the Google Pay, so that's pretty convenient and also very secure since it is bank authorized, so you don't have to worry about the security of it. I'm gonna skip it because I don't have any card to add to it right now. Then you can also review a few more settings in case you want. I'm gonna click on no thanks for now. Also in the process, if you are planning on using your phone with a SIM card, which probably you are, you can insert it at the bottom of your device. So I have a cover case right now, but there is the SIM card slot, and right next to it, as you can see, more like towards the edge of the device, not towards the charging port, because here is the microphone. Make sure not to destroy it, but into this hole right here, you can insert the SIM card tray opener, any pin or needle, anything that will fit there. It'll open the SIM card tray, you can put the SIM card in it, and it'll connect automatically once you insert it. Or if it doesn't, then restart your phone. Now there are some recommended services which I'm gonna enable auto update overnight. It's important to have your phone updated like from time to time. Then wallpaper carousel, I really don't like this option. I'm gonna disable it. It just sets the lock screen to like any different wallpaper each time from the internet. Whenever you lock your phone, it'll refresh that wallpaper, so I'm gonna disable that, then click on not now. But besides that, I think that everything else here is fine for me, but feel free to change any of those settings according to your preferences. Then the navigation, either the buttons, which are pretty standard, like the Recents button, the Home button, and the Back button, or what I prefer are the gestures, which if you slide all the way up from the bottom, it goes to the home screen. If you slide from the right or from the left side towards the center of your screen, it'll go back within and up. And if you slide the bar at the bottom, not all the way, but just a bit, then hold, it'll go to the Recents. So I prefer the gestures. Then I'm gonna click on Get Started. And now we are in the system, but as I've promised, I'm gonna show you a few more things after setup that are great to do to enhance your experience and to make your phone just run better. So the first one is the update. I'm gonna go to the settings app, and the update of your software is important for 3 reasons. First of all, to make your phone run smoothly. Second of all, to make it run securely, and also to make sure you have the newest features available. So let's scroll all the way down to System Update, then Software Update, and it'll start checking for updates. If any are available, you will be able to click on Download and Install, then wait until it downloads. It will probably take a moment to download it, but you can continue to use your phone in the process. Then it'll send you a notification to restart your phone, and once it is restarted, you can just the restart will take a bit longer than usual restarts because it has to apply the update in the meantime. Once it's done, you will be able to continue with using your phone and it'll be all done. But as you can see, my version is up to date, so we can go back. And also let's update the apps, because this is another important step for the very same reason as updating your software, but also some apps just may not work without an update. So we can go both to the App Market and the Play Store. The App Market has mostly the system apps, so let's get there for a moment. And then I'm gonna consent to a few things here, just continue. Then I think we need to go to Me, then Updates, and in my case there is no app to be updated, but if you have any here, then you can update it. Then let's also go to the Play Store. Here we might get asked to set up a few things, so if you are, then just set it up. Then click on your profile icon in the top right corner, My Apps and Games, Updates, and here we have 51 updates. So let's update all of them. And you may notice that there are some apps that are kind of bloatware, some games or anything that you most likely won't need, and we're gonna uninstall it in a moment, but now it's in the process of updating, so I'm not gonna do it now. Also, I've got a notification from the App Market. I think it's not that important. But we also got the notification to finish setting up your device. I don't really get why this notification shows, since it doesn't really ask anything that hasn't been asked during this setup, but let's just click on it so we don't get that notification in the future. Also, I got asked about the notification and quick settings, so if you set it to classic, then no matter if you slide down from the right or the left top part of your screen, it'll open like the mixed view of some quick settings and some notifications. And if you slide down again, it'll open more quick settings. Or you can set it to split, so if you slide down from the right top part of your screen, then it'll open the quick settings, and from the left top part of your screen, it'll open notifications, and I do prefer that option, so I'm gonna click that, then apply. Now I'm gonna click on start with the finished setup. And then connect to mobile network with a SIM card. You can do it now, you can do that later. It doesn't really matter, but of course it's the best to have it from the very beginning of using your phone, so you just receive messages, phone calls, and can use mobile data from the very start. Then you're asked if you want to set up using another device, as we have been asked before, but this is gonna be the last or almost the last time that you're asked this, so really just make sure you don't if you don't. Now it asks me the last time if I want to copy the apps and data. Now I can additionally set up the face, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't trust this method of unlocking. Then let's choose my search engine, so just click on next, and the only one that I recommend is the Google, but of course feel free to choose any other one. Then you're asked about the Google Pay again and about some additional things that you can do. Now it shows me this, like, since I've selected the split view of the quick settings and the notification, it shows me a quick tutorial on how to use it. Then once I think most of the apps are updated, what I'm gonna do is slide up to open the app drawer, and in the app drawer find all the apps that I don't need. And I'm gonna show you all of the ones that can be uninstalled, just so you know which ones can be. And the AliExpress can be uninstalled. If you want to keep it, then keep it, of course, but I'm just gonna tell you the ones that can be uninstalled. Then the Amazon Music, Amazon Shopping as well. Then these games, I will for sure uninstall them. I don't really want them to take up my storage, since I don't really play games that contain lots of ads. And also the booking.com also can be uninstalled. Then the collectible, whatever it is, as well. This game as well. All of the games, just I would recommend uninstalling them. They are usually not worth trying because they are mostly packed with ads. Then the hot apps is not a folder. This is an app which doesn't really do anything. So what I recommend is press and hold on it. And yeah, I can't really do it that way, so I'm gonna go to the app market. I'm gonna skip that because it wants me to install additional things. By the way, the updates have just appeared, so you actually can update some things. But yeah, so let's get to settings. Then disable hot apps and games. That's what I really recommend doing. And now they have disappeared because they are powered by the app market. Now the Netflix and LinkedIn also can be uninstalled. Then the Shortmax I would uninstall for sure. This is a really unworth trying app. Then this game, whatever it is, let's also uninstall it. Spotify, it's up to you. Temu, also it's up to you, but I don't like this shop, so I'm gonna uninstall it. Then the TikTok also is up to you. This game also can be uninstalled. Another game and another game. And I think that I have uninstalled everything that I don't need. It looks much cleaner now without all of these bloatware, and yeah, it does. It really does look much cleaner. Just gonna move that Gemini so my home screen looks tidy. Also, let's see what this widget is. So this is the storage cleanup. You can just click on cleanup to quickly clean it up from junk files. If you don't want this widget, then feel free to remove it. It's not that important. And so now let's get to the next thing, which is in settings, battery. Here is the GT mode, which you shouldn't have enabled all the time, but I'm just gonna talk about it because I think it's great. If you enable it, then it'll have higher performance, higher resolution, and higher refresh rate on your screen. So it's great for gaming, for example, but it will use more power. So only enable it once you're playing a game, then disable it. But I think it's great for performance. Then also in battery health, I would highly recommend enabling smart charging. What it does is, if you plug it first learns your habits and adjusts the charging patterns. So if you charge your phone at night each day, then it learns that's your habit, and after some time it'll start charging to 80%, then pausing the charging and resuming once it hits like about an hour before you are expected to wake up, and the 100% on your battery will appear shortly before you unplug your phone, so it just doesn't overcharge at night. It's really great just for saving for your battery longevity. And now let's see another thing, which is the wallpaper. I know that there are lots of people that set their wallpapers, so I'm gonna just show you that. You can either use a photo transferred from your previous device or taken with this phone, or something that you've downloaded from the internet. I'm gonna take a photo now, so I just have anything to set. Okay, so I do have a photo. It's not the best one I've taken so far, but we can go to the settings, then go to wallpapers and style, wallpapers, and now you can either, of course, choose something from REALME, but I think the best one is your own one, so you can go to album, agree and continue, then select the photo that you want to set, approve that, then you can resize it or move it, apply it, and you can apply it to lock screen, home screen, or both. I'm gonna set it to lock screen. Then for the lock screen, I can also customize a few things like enable depth. It's not available now, I think. But if you have like a photo of a person, then it will cut it out so that that person can just sort of cover a bit of the clock. If you know what I mean, you can just try it out yourself. Maybe on the photo that you have, it will be working. You can also customize the clock, like by changing the font, the clock style, the additional info, which I like to have the weather set, then the clock font as well. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. Then you can apply it. And you can also apply wallpaper colors to the system, but I'm gonna cancel that. Then now it is applied indeed. So as you can see, it is done. And I think that we are done with everything. So that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.